She came back. She came back. The dog was finally cooperative. So here I am. So anyone, I've got my Kuan Yin deck. Anyone who is looking for a good reading today, come on in and we're only going to do Kuan Yin. I don't usually just use this deck. I usually have 4 or 5, but I'm going to just use this one today. Who is that? Come on in. If you'd like a reading, just say yes. We'll go ahead. We're just talking with Kuan Yin today. Kuan Yin is very, very present. So let's do it. So I don't see any comments yet. If you say yes, tell me who you are. Say yes. I'll start. Hi, Isabel. Good morning. How are you? Are you ready for a reading? Need to hear from you. Hi, Angel. I know that you were saying something about it. We're all about Kuan Yin today, okay? Kuan Yin to me feels very, very powerful. Very into the whole divine feminine energy coming back into the forefront. Allowing yourself, yes, please, Isabel, you are the first one to ask. You're the first one to receive. So we're talking Kuan Yin. We are calling in Kuan Yin for a reading today. Archangel Michael to protect each one of us as we go through these readings. Yes, Angel, you'll be second. So this is for Isabel. Anything that Isabel needs, any kind of wisdom from Kuan Yin, we're asking for today. And sometimes I will. Often I don't use the book. With this deck, I often will because I love this author, Alana Fairchild, so much. So I'd love to pull from her wisdom. This is for Isabel. Hold on, I have to feel it out, and sometimes it takes a few minutes. Ooh, something's lighting up. Something's lighting up. That's the one. That's the one. We're only doing one card today. A lot of times I do 3, but today is 1. Okay, Isabel, you got a beautiful card. Radiant Moon of Compassion. Radiant Moon of Compassion. Isn't that beautiful? It's kind of speaks for itself. I feel like all of us are in this space of two things. I really feel like this card is here to remind you, not only you're a very compassionate, empathic person, reaching out and loving those around you, but I really believe that when we get a card like that, it's reminding us to also have compassion, that same kind of compassion for ourselves. Remembering to take good care of yourself, okay? Melanie, I'll get to you in just a minute. So, Kuan Yin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from lower vibrational energies. Wow, what a perfect card. Those lower vibration, what were we just talking about? She is liberating you from lower vibrational energies of fear and judgment into the vibration of freedom, love, and peace where you naturally belong. You're being urged to use this power now to grow spiritually and free yourself from a situation that could draw you down. So, whatever's going on in your world, Isabel, if there's a situation, I want you to look at the card again. If you're in situations, and this is a constant reminder to everyone too, whenever we get these cards, is that we're in a time of being reminded to be careful what kind of energy we allow ourselves to spend too much time with. So clearing yourself as often as possible, asking Archangel Michael to come in and clear away negative energies, things that may be pulling you down, pulling you into illness, pulling you into depression, messing with your moods. If you are surrounded by people that tend to sit in that negative energy, this card is to remind you that Kuan Yin is assisting you, helping you to pull yourself back out of those negative energies, to pull you back into the compassion, the love, the creativity, opportunity, all of that. So it's a beautiful reading for you. So I hope that you'll take that with you today. Beautiful card of compassion. Having compassion for yourself too, okay? I know we want to save the world. We want to get out there and save the world, but if we don't allow ourselves to receive, then we're not able to do as much good, right? So if you are needing to do a little self-care, have a spa day, take good care of yourself, go out and buy yourself that latte. Be good to you today. Give yourself the compassion that you're always trying to give out to other people. Okay, that's what I feel like that card is the most important reading for you today. Okay, Angel is next. This next card is from Angel. We're calling in Kuan Yin again for Angel. Kuan Yin loves you, Angel, so much. I feel like you carry a lot of energy of Kuan Yin around with you anyway, so today is your chance to hear some more direct messages. Yeah, that's the one. It came to me very quickly. She didn't take her time on that one. Okay, hear the yellow tiger mother. Hear the yellow tiger mother. You know, I think that this is a very poignant card for you because it's not just the yellow tiger mother, but hearing your mother better, hearing the messages, hearing the love come through, those things that maybe you feel like you've lost, that have never been lost. Love is never lost. It's still around us. Sometimes we forget to pay attention is all. So what the author says is sometimes we must be strong and hold true, whilst all around us seems to be shifting and changing. That's a beautiful card for you, Angel. The yellow tiger mother, Kuan Yin, in her guardian role. Oh, Kuan Yin is playing guardian for you. Mama Bear is roaring her divine sound within you. She asks you to hear her, to remember that you are a powerful being of light, and even whilst you are in a flow with the universal forces, your strong roots help you to be at peace with your truth, standing your ground whilst your light shines true. That's just what we were just talking about, is being the bamboo, feeling those roots deeply into the earth, remembering how strong you are. It is easy when we're around in a world where we feel like it's kind of out of control, where we don't really have the ability to say what we want, do what we want always, and we can feel weak. We can feel like we start to lose our strength. So Kuan Yin is reminding you that she is here, that she's with you, that she's giving you the strength that you need to get through any circumstance. That's a beautiful card for you, Angel. You want to see one more time? I'm going to show you. That's a powerful card, a powerful reminder. Melanie, I think you were next. Let's go with Melanie. Isabel, yes, I hear you. It is perfect to me. Need to think so too. Yes, you need it. You need to take good care of you. Answer. What? Angel, help me with that. Answer. What does that mean? You got to give me the question, and then I'll give you the answer. It's very difficult. I keep asking my heart what these tears are about. Oh, I see. Silence. Does our goddess have an answer? Tears. Yes. Yes. Kuan Yin has an answer to our tears. The divine feminine is becoming stronger and stronger within all of us. We have, for such a long time, we've shut that divine energy down in order to just be able to survive. If we allowed ourselves to stand true and stand strong in this beautiful divine energy, and our intuition and our gifts came through too strongly in different lifetimes, we were put to death for it. And so Kuan Yin is very, very powerful in the fact that her presence, powerful presence right now in your life, means that that divine energy is now free to flow through you, that you need to stop trying to hold it back. So as we try to hold that divine energy back, oftentimes it comes through in strong emotions. It's like we're holding it back and we're just crying. And please know that your tears are strong, that your tears are our power. And so in those tears, in that energy that's coming through you, through your tears, through your emotions, that is your divine essence. That is your power coming through. It's okay. It is a healing process. It is letting your power, learning to let your power flow again. And it takes time, and it takes patience, and it takes that willingness to let that energy flow. So those tears are energy flowing through you, reminding you of your divine essence, that feminine, beautiful, divine feminine energy that is flowing freely, more freely than it ever has. So just please don't think that there's anything wrong with your tears. The tears are just your power coming out to the surface. Cleansing and releasing. Exactly. Perfect. All right. So we were going to go to Melanie next. I do see another one there. Beautiful. Please do not advertise in this. Is it Fabishat? you need to please don't do that. I'm going to have to block you from that because that's not kosher when you're on somebody else's reading to do that. I don't want you guys, please. I don't know this person. So I'm going to go ahead and block her out because I'm protective. I'm quite a mama bear and I don't want you to end up getting a reading from someone that I have. They may be very good at it, but I don't know them. And to come on my reading and to do that is not kosher at all. So I'm going to go ahead and block her for now. If you guys feel drawn to her at any point, you're free to do what you want to do, but I don't allow that here. Melanie. I'm only here for the few people that said that they wanted to come in for a reading, so I'm not trying to make money on you guys, and I don't want anybody else trying to rip you off either. That kind of upsets me. So we're clearing that energy. Archangel Michael, please clear that energy from this reading session. And we are going into Melanie. Please bring a message for Melanie about the Divine Feminine Kuan Yin. I invite you in. Speak through me, allowing for the perfect message for Melanie today. Feeling some energy on that card, so we're going to pull it. So we got Radiant Moon. Uh-oh, this is our card for the day. Guess who got it again? Radiant Moon of Compassion. Melanie, for you today. Sometimes we'll get the same card over and over again, and we know why, because it's a very, very poignant message. It's a very important message, and it's all about learning to take care of your own self, learning to take care of, allowing for the energy of Kuan Yin to come in and to remember that she is there with you, that everything that you're going through, that you're not alone in it, that you have this powerhouse that comes through to remind you that you have compassion, that you have everything that you need for everything that you're working on right now, and that even though outward signs may not always point in that direction, that inwardly you have all of the assistance that you need. If you have a guide like Kuan Yin, that's what I feel like when you see this card. It feels as if Kuan Yin is going to be very, very present, or already is very, very present. I feel as if she's been very present with you for a long time. And so she is trying to make it more obvious to you that she's there. So please spend some time in meditation. I really, really recommend for you, Melanie, to spend more time asking Kuan Yin what it is that she wants to tell you. What is it? And I will take a picture of this full reading, as Alana Fairchild has put it through. For anyone that asks for it, remind me of what your card is, and I'll take a picture and give it to you. But the most important lesson in the compassion card is knowing that you're not alone, that you are fully supported in everything that you do, that you are being reminded that you have all the backing of one of the most powerful beings, ascended masters, that you possibly could. So, okay, beloved, you are currently challenged by lower vibrational energies. This is not bad. In fact, you have called this situation to you so that you may grow spiritually. Kuan Yin is with you to ensure that you are victorious. So that is a little bit more. That card feels very, very powerful for you, reminding you that you're not alone. I know you're going through some struggles. The most important thing to remember is that Kuan Yin is there, and Kuan Yin is always, you've been in some of our meditation groups. You are in one of the most powerful meditation groups that we do. And it's all about, remember last week, we were all about choosing an ascended master to work with. You just pointedly got the answer to the ascended master that you need to be working with. So spend some more time with Kuan Yin, Melanie. You're back. I'm back, Tammy. Exactly, I am. So who else? Was there anybody else after Isabel? We've gotten Angel, we got Melanie, we got. So it looks like Tammy Fisk, it's your turn for a card. If you have any questions about these cards, if something doesn't feel quite right or you want to discuss it further, please let me know. As Angel asked that question, a bigger part of her reading came through. Sometimes when we work together on it, then I start to channel the message more easily. So please, if you have any questions on anything that I tell you, please feel free. You're welcome, Tammy. So this card is for Tammy Fisk. We're calling in Kuan Yin. It's all about Kuan Yin today. I love to work with Kuan Yin. If you're getting that message that Kuan Yin is there working with you, please feel the blessing in that. Kuan Yin is an amazing energy to work with. So Tammy Fisk, you're so welcome, Angel. You're doing great. Don't worry yourself, please. You're doing a beautiful job. Just like I need the reminder. Sometimes we feel like we're stagnant and we're stuck. Kuan Yin is telling us, please don't feel stagnant or stuck. Just, you're doing great. Just keep doing what you're doing, okay? You did not miss your reading, Stacy Langary. You will be right after Tammy. I'm doing it just as people show up, so you are perfect. Perfect timing. There's your card. There's your card. Let's see what it is. Weave the... Oh, this is one of my favorite cards, Tammy. Weave the future golden. So it's a reminder that we are all weavers. We are all weavers. We are all creators. I will read some out of the book for you in just a minute, but I love this card because all of us, I love it when I get it. It's just a reminder that please don't play small. Steve tells me that all the time. Why are you playing small again? Why are you playing small? You are a creator. You are able to weave these pieces together. So as we sit here in these holding patterns, sometimes we're like, oh, why is nothing happening? Well, sometimes it is just you having to remember, needing someone to remind you that you need to spend more time, not necessarily doing. Please hear me on that. It's not all in doing. It's being in stillness. It's using that big, amazing imagination. Weaving is about using your imagination. It's about being in stillness. It's about seeing, knowing exactly what it is, where it is. Wow, this is coming through really strong. There's more than one person that needs to hear this, so please listen. It is all about creating a perfect imagination. Come on. Creating that that perfect picture of what it is that you want, what it is, where are you trying to go? You are in control here. You have more control than you think that you do. So when you spend time being in stillness and using that imagination, for a while, I've kind of come to something new. For a while, it was like, I would say, well, the universe doesn't need me to show them how something is going to come about. And so I stopped. I used to have this amazing imagination where I could just create this beautiful pathway of how things would come together. And then I got confused and I was like, well, okay, maybe I'm telling the universe how to do its job. Maybe I need to back off. And what I'm getting now is don't back off. Don't back off. You are becoming more and more in this big shift of energy that we're in right now. If you know that there's a certain thing that you absolutely want to be doing, then use that beautiful imagination and put those pieces into place. Create it exactly the way that you want to see it. And the better you are at creating the details for it, the easier it is for the universe to just kind of unroll that red carpet right out. And you'll be like, wow, that's exactly what I thought that or better. And the reminder, the flip side of that is sometimes we'll say, well, I want this, but we're not very clear. We don't really weave it golden. We just kind of spit it out there and say, I would like to fall in love. Okay. You know, and I know what I don't want. I know I don't want this, and I don't want that, and I don't want this in my relationship. And they're like, well, okay. So then you get this person in your life, and you're like, well, yeah, kind of okay, but not quite exactly what I wanted. And maybe he lives on the other side of the globe. And you're like, maybe I should have been more specific. Maybe I would like somebody that's here. Maybe I would like someone that's in this age range. Maybe I would like, go ahead and be specific. When this card comes out, it is telling you to weave with gusto. Weave those dreams, allowing that as you create a perfect picture for what you're wanting, the universe then rolls it out in front of you. Okay, that was a really powerful message, and I think it's for a lot of you guys, so please hear it. Okay, is that Gil? Oh, sorry, there's too many I's and L's with the glasses. Yes, Gil. Hold on just 1 minute, okay? We're gonna get Stacy next. She popped in next, and then we're gonna pop over to Gil. Okay. Wow, that was a powerful message, Tammy. I'm so glad you showed up. And I hope everyone heard it. It's a message that I needed to hear too. Kuan Yin is like, whoa. All right, so we're clearing the energy of Tammy and we're moving into Stacy's card. So Kuan Yin, whatever kind of messages you have for Stacy, we are allowing those to come through now. That card is trying to fall out of there. Oh yeah, I can't breathe through it. That's the one. I love it when that happens. I love your card too, Stacy. Good morning, Belinda. We'll get you too. I got a little time, so we're going to keep doing readings for probably till about noon. Dance of the Butterfly Queen. Stacy, I don't even need to read this card. let me just tell you something. The butterflies are they're really, really important, okay? The butterflies are very, very significant. We often get these symbols and signs from those who have passed, and you are very good. You're a medium. You're very good at getting symbols and signs and seeing things that most people can't see, and you're very good at reading energy. And so when you get this butterfly queen, that is really you. That's you. You are, Kuan Yin is reminding you of your own abilities, your own talents, and to keep on working through those talents and expanding them. Keep learning more about them. You are an important, whenever we have strong mediumship skills, it's a very important position to hold on the planet, because as we come into this higher frequency that we're trying to move into, there's still a lot of earthbound spirits, a lot of that energy on the planet that needs to be freed. We need those souls to be released and sent back into the other side, allowing them to go into the light, allowing them to come into healing finally. When we're earthbound, we still feel all of those old negative emotions and the illness, even though the body's not there, they're still feeling those things. And we don't want that to happen. Imagine if one of your children doesn't get crossed over and sticks around and stays in pain or suffering. If Steve had stayed in pain or suffering, no way. We don't want that. So as you're going through life and you're feeling those energies, we have a lot of people that like to do ghost hunter shows, and they're just like, oh, it's haunted, let's all go there. And everybody gets all excited and they want to experience all that energy of those earthbound spirits. Those earthbound spirits need our help. We need to start taking responsibility. So you are the butterfly queen, meaning that you are seeing those earthbound spirits and you get to help them fly again. And treat them like the butterflies. You're going to pick them up, scoop them up, and teach them how to fly. Teach them how to cross over. So let me see. I don't think that has anything to do with the Land of Fairchild's reading, but maybe sometimes I cross over. That was definitely Kuan Yin coming through. A pure heart and sincere love attracts divine grace. With the grace of Kuan Yin, butterfly queen, that which was impossible becomes possible. Beautiful. From caterpillar to winged creature of delight, you cannot restrain from divine grace. Wait, you cannot. Sorry, my mind and mouth are not connecting right now. You cannot restrain what divine grace ordains, no matter how incredible it may seem to be. Whatever has been troubling you or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace to infuse the situation or dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. Allow the butterfly queen to dance. She will bring healing and grace to your life situation now, beloved one, with lightness of step and grace in your heart. Divine grace flows to the butterfly queen with lightness of touch and with great joy. So enjoy that. That's a beautiful reading, Stacy. Yes, you have been working on this recently. It's like it's coming to the forefront. I can sense that in you where you're like, okay, I've got these abilities. I can't keep trying to cover them up and move away from them. They're here for a reason, and I'm going to start working with them. So I love that you're moving into that. It's beautiful. I do have time for you, Erica. I always have time for you. Hold on just a minute. So we got Tammy. Okay, Gil was next, and then we're going to get Belinda. And I'm following through, you guys. I won't miss you, I promise. So Gil, I don't know you. You're a newbie to me, and that's okay, because we're going to have fun. Is it Gil or Jill? I may be saying your name wrong. Gill. So we're going to clear away that energy of Stacy. Stacy, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, all of you. Let's see. Calling in Kuan Yin for a reading for Gil. Jill. Okay. Thank you, Jill. That's an interesting spelling. I bet you get that all the time. I wanted to put that card away, but it got the heart tug, so that's your card. Okay. Oh, guess what? This is going to be another duplicate. Jill, we got this, and it's one of the most beautiful cards, so it's important for you, too, to take on the energy of the Weaver. The Weaver allows you to use that imagination. And let's see if there's a different message for you in that card. It's all about weaving your life golden, which means that you are going to begin to see through a different perspective. Okay, so you want to kind of switch out. You want to be careful not to look towards the negative on anything that's happening in your life, even those things that seem really, really painful or things that you would rather not have in your life, the reminder Kuan Yin is trying to give you through this card is to imagine that you can rise above all of it, that you can be the observer, that you can look down and see. Someday you will, even though right now these things may seem really, really painful. And maybe you've already come through the painful stuff. And so now to go back and rise above and look down on it and see how much good has come from those situations. We can get hyper-focused on the pain body and on how these things have hurt us instead of how they have helped us. So the reminder through this card is you are weaving your future through the energy that you're putting forth right now. So if you allow yourself to step out of that negative energy, out of that energy of judgment, and that doesn't mean that you're judging any other human being, but you may be judging yourself or your experiences. So those experiences are only here to teach. If we can remind ourselves that we've only come here, and this is like a big classroom, and sometimes we have difficult lessons to learn, but when we learn them, we don't have to keep repeating. So as you are weaving your future, the reminder is to keep yourself in that positive place, to start to retrain your brain. So as it comes up and you're like, yeah, I don't want to do that, then you go, oh wait, it's just an experience, it's okay. I'm so much bigger than this. It's all right. This is just a little blip in all of everything that's me. And so I can handle it. I can get through it. And I'm going to come out the other side and I'm going to be better for it. So reminding yourself to keep on seeing things in a positive light. Okay? We can look and see what the author has for you. I don't even think we pulled that author because that Weaver card to me always reads so easy that I hardly ever look at the book. But 44, and 44 is a powerful number too. Let me see what she's got. Last thing in the book, whole book. Something good is coming your way. Kuan Yin urges you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, the teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities waiting for you that will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. It's a beautiful card. Good, good, good. I'm glad you just learned that, Jill, because that's why it's coming back up for you. So that it's the whole thing in this card is you have learned it. You are working your way through it. And this is a golden time for you. This is a time of, I have learned now, and now I get to reap the benefits. So that's very, very beautiful. Hi, Carolina. I can't see. Hi, Carolina. Hold on just a minute, and I'll get you a card, too. Let's see. We had, was it Erica next? Oh, that was a Marge. We want to make sure that I don't miss any. Oh, Belinda. Maybe it was Belinda. I think it was you. All right, Belinda, we got 3 or 4 more people that are popping in. At about 12, I'll start cutting off, and we'll just finish up everyone that's still here. So let's see. Belinda, you're so welcome, Jill. Okay, Belinda, let's see what kind of card Kuan Yin's got for you. It's all Kuan Yin today. For those of you who weren't in the playground, I'm only listening for Kuan Yin today because she made herself so present. She is available to all of us today to give us messages, so we want to be in listening mode. I'm so grateful for that. It's a good one. Ooh, I'm getting a big heart tug. Make sure I pull the right one. I hold it in my hand and I wait. Okay, Blessings of the Moon Maiden. This is you, Belinda. Blessings of the Moon Maiden. Such a beautiful card. Hold on for just a second. Let's get the message through. Blessings of the Moon Maiden. So sweet. So I'm feeling as if it's a time for you, a time of growth, a time of reflection. That's what it's all about as far as I can see this card. I'll get what the author has in just a minute. But a time of really, really spending time looking at the life that you are living. And maybe sorting, maybe spending more time evaluating what it is that you've got going. Are you focusing on your purpose, on what you've come here to do? Are you really allowing yourself to move into the beautiful gifts that you have going on, the love that you have in your life, focusing on the things that you do have, and making sure that you are staying in gratitude for all of the blessings that you have coming into your world. And those things that you feel like maybe you don't quite have yet, they're all on their way. You have it all coming, but don't push any negative energy into those things that you feel like you don't have. Just focus on what is coming into your life and what you do have presently, what is here, and just keep on saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything, because that's what's going to pull that energy that's behind you, that where you feel like you don't quite have it yet, that back there, that wake, feeling like I see you like a boat going through the water, and you've got all this energy and and you're just going right through the water, and behind you is that beautiful wake that you're leaving, the waves behind you, and you're pulling behind you all the things that are working their way into your life. Well, you want to make sure that you're not letting negative energy fall into there. Like they're back there. You want to make sure that what you're putting into that space, that beautiful wake, is positive energy. So as you're pulling it up with you, it's coming up in, and it's going to be filled with love, more abundance, bliss, all those things that you're seeking. So way back at the beginning of the book, let's see what the author has for you today too. I'm only going to read a little bit of it though. The Moon Maiden, with her lucky hair, brings auspicious tidings of prosperity and abundance to you now. Ooh, wow, exciting. The universe seeks to replenish, restore, and create through you. Allow yourself to receive beyond what you have thought it possible by opening your heart with gratitude. Exactly what I was telling you. Let the blessings of good fortune from the beloved maiden of the moon, Kuan, flow easily into your life now. Beautiful card. That's a beautiful reading for you. You're doing really well. Just keep on focusing on that positivity. Very, very beautiful reading for you, Belinda. Marge, I believe you're next. I don't know much about you either, but I'm going to find out. Let's see what Kuan Yin's got for you, Marge. So let's go ahead and pull these cards. Clearing away that energy of Belinda. Pulling in the energy of Marge. Let's see what we got. Lots of energy flowing this morning. Kuan Yin has been so active. I love her energy. Keeps going right back to the same space. Let's try to go to a different one. Let's shuffle just a little bit more. Oh, it's still going to come back. We're getting this one. So Marge, Dynasty of the Divine Mother. What is the dynasty? Your inheritance, the Divine Mother. That, excuse me, I'm getting a little bit, I've been talking too much. A little moisture on the throat. So Dynasty of the Divine Mother is, to me, it's like it's time to receive. It's time to allow yourself. So oftentimes as the Divine Mother becomes more and more active in our lives, we feel kind of an unrest because we're not ready to receive. We think that we want, we often think that we should be receiving, but no matter how much we want something, if we don't get ourselves into receiving mode, we don't receive. So that means that there's, excuse me for a second, it means that there's resistance. It means that you have everything that you need right there. Whenever you've asked, you've received. You just haven't fully allowed it in yet. You have some resistance holding it back. So let's see what this, what the author says. But my sense is that by letting go here a little bit, let go of control. Most of us like to feel like we've got some kind of control. It gives us comfort. But when we let go of control and when we stop holding on so tightly, that's when that thing that we've been really, really wanting manages to find its way to us. So you've got, when the dynasty, the Divine Mother, means that there's riches that you are coming into a time if you're willing to accept, if you're willing to lay down that need to control everything, the need to push the water. You lay down in the water and let it take you. So let's see. The only wish of the Divine Mother Goddess is that all beings be spiritually free. The Divine Goddess calls us to realize our true nature, to fall in love with our own divinity. Enlightenment is a culmination of many small steps. Each one is a drop of water forming its divine ocean of peace, realization, love, and unity within us. An ocean that washes away fear, separation, and scarcity, and bathes us in abundance and bliss. You carry the torch of enlightenment within you, beloved. Let it shine each day. That's beautiful. Letting go, be you. Don't try to control the world. The world is going to go around without us just fine. We don't have to try to figure it all out, and we don't need to try to control it. So just allowing yourself the idea that you are okay, perfect, just exactly the way you are, letting yourself just lay down and flow freely into this energy, this giving, beautiful energy that is right there available to you at all times. Okay, I hope that gives you what you need today. That was for Marge. Stacy, Erica, I think you're next. If I miss anyone, please let me know, but I think I'm up to Erica. I'd love to read for you, Erica. Oh, good, Belinda. I'm so glad. So glad. Yeah, there's a kitty that keeps popping in. You did hear him, didn't you? Tammy, she's always hearing the pets before I do. He was right here in the window just a second ago. It's my daughter's little boy. All right. Cats are so drawn to energy. You're so welcome, Melanie. Okay, Erica, this is for Erica. So we're cleansing the cards, getting them a message from Kuan Yin just for Erica. What does Erica need today? I hope you're still right there. I think you're not working today. Is that the one? Came to me very quickly. Okay. This is a card that we have already been working on this morning, and it's a very powerful reading, and I hope that you go back and watch the playground because we're getting Bamboo Moon. And I do feel like this is a very strong card for you, Erica, because bamboo is all about what we were just talking about, 5 years. It takes bamboo. When we first plant it, Chinese bamboo, it'll just sit there. And you think, well, is it even alive? I planted some down at a planter downstairs, and it's just now starting to grow, and it's been a year. So what happens with the bamboo is we are kind of in a holding pattern. We are taking our time. As bamboo, we take our time. We are growing those roots. We're getting better grounded in whatever situation we're in. And it takes time. And it takes patience. And that bamboo never gets in a hurry. It's not going to get in a hurry until it's good and ready. It's going to sit still. It's going to sit still. It's going to sit still. And then Chinese bamboo at 5 years just goes like wildfire. Boom. It's just growing like crazy. And it'll just go all over the place. If you've ever seen a bamboo forest, it's like you plant it and it doesn't really do anything. And then all of a sudden it just spreads like wildfire. You're in that right now. You're in this space of I'm kind of stuck. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on. I don't really, I'm not really comfortable. And maybe I'd like to see some big changes, but I don't know what kind of big changes I want to see. And I'm blah, 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 blah. We can just keep going. I'm in the same space in my own way. So I want you to spend more time trusting in Kuan Yin, trusting in the idea that Kuan Yin is right there by your side, that you have her as a guide, that in these times when things feel confusing, when you're not quite sure where you're going and you're feeling very stuck, know that it's just a time for your roots to grow, that you're really just getting better grounded, better centered, that you're going through a huge time of influx of energy and things are coming to you, and it takes patience and it takes watering and it takes fertilizing and it takes all those things to allow for that true big expansion that you're about to go through. So it could happen in the blink of an eye, and it could take 5 years, depending on where you are. But just know that you are not alone in it, and that you are fully supported, and that it's going to be okay. No matter which way it goes, it's going to be okay. And the pieces are now falling into place for whatever is coming into existence. So patience. It's all about learning to be in stillness and learning to be okay with that stillness. Because sometimes the stillness is the nicest place to be. And you might come back 5 years from now and go, do you remember when everything was like that? I've done this all the time. I remember what it was like back then. And I'm like, man, and when I was in that, I really wanted change. I really wanted out of it. And then I'm like, man, I wish I'd have just stayed there. I wish I'd have been more patient and really enjoyed every moment. So the reminder is that there will come a day when you'll miss this. So please enjoy it while you're in it. Okay? That's for Erica, Belinda, Isabel, Marge, Stacy, Erica, Jill, Erica, Anne, would you like a card? We can give you a nice card. If I miss anybody, please. It's okay, Carol. You can listen to me now. If I miss anybody, please let me know, because sometimes it jumps down on me. But I think I've got everybody so far. Excuse this throat. When I get to talking too much, it lets me know. Okay. So Ann Peterson, Heatwell. I see your face pop up often, but I haven't talked to you much. So this will be a good opportunity for us to get to know each other a little better. So these cards are now being cleared for Anne. And we want Kuan Yin, asking Kuan Yin to come back in with a message. What Which finger is it? It's that one. Yeah, it's a powerful card for you. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely singing. Excuse me. Let's see. Empress of the Pearl. Isn't she beautiful? I don't care which card you pull. They're all beautiful. When you're pulling Kuan Yin cards, they're all beautiful. And I hope that you can see in these cards your own divine essence. Okay? Sometimes we can look in the mirror and we're thinking, man, that person's so much more beautiful. That one's got such a delicate figure. That one's this, that one's that. We are all of us that have popped in here today, we all have this beautiful divine feminine energy. And Kuan Yin is here to remind us that that divine feminine energy is also hers, that she is here with us, that we can sense and feel that beautiful divinity, and that she is right beside you, trying to help, trying to guide you, trying to divinely inspire you to keep on moving forward, to keep on being who you are, to not feel as if you have to compare yourself to anyone else. That's the biggest message, Anne, that's coming through for you, is that you are perfection. If you could see your higher self, you'd never doubt yourself again. That part of you that is so perfect, that is so beautiful, and that is your truth. This is a skin suit. We will step in, we all step into a skin suit. We will step back out of the skin suit. It will go away. But the truth of you is very, very beautiful, is perfection. In every single way, perfection. And so she is really trying to remind you through that card. You know how beautiful pearls are. They come from, think of a pearl. It's coming from an ugly old clam. I mean, literally. You look, if you open up a clamshell and you're like, it's not very pretty, is it? It's kind of gross in there. It's kind of icky. And yet you move it aside. You move the actual animal aside, and there is this most beautiful pearl. So all of us need that reminder that no matter what we think when we wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, that you are that pearl. You're not the clam, you're the pearl. And you are amazing, and your energy is incredible, and everything that you're doing is exactly right. And that you are a gift to the planet, and you are being congratulated and thanked for becoming a part of this physical place that is so difficult to exist on. Don't be so hard on yourself. Please don't be so hard on yourself. You have an inner gift of great value, born of struggle, adversity, and challenge. In wisdom, you knew that suffering can lead to growth, provided we are willing to search for a way to heal through it. Seeing challenges as ways to expand your spiritual light empowers you to focus on the growing light rather than getting caught up in suffering. Once again, Kuan Yin loves to remind us of that, and I love that reminder. It's how we're viewing it. I used to tell people all the time that to imagine, I've got one right here as a matter of fact, the kaleidoscope. You can look through this lens of fear and everything looks dark and kind of icky, doesn't it? But then you pick up that beautiful kaleidoscope and you close that eye of fear and you look through that beautiful kaleidoscope and you turn it up into the light, and you'll see the most beautiful things will just suddenly appear before you. How many of you when you were little just loved the kaleidoscope? I still do, because it allows me to see the world through a different light. So if you can remember that when things are going on in your life and you're seeing it through that lens of fear, it can feel really dark and icky and not real pleasant to be in. Take a big breath and just pull in the energy of Kuan Yin and allow her to shine through you. Look in those eyes again. Look again. Look again. See the world differently. See that divine essence. See all of the perfection that you really are. Okay? Get a different view of yourself. If you have to, you put up signs, sticky notes on your mirror that say, I love you. You are perfect. You are exactly who you're meant to be. Anything that you need that helps you to wake up every day and feed that beautiful spirit of yours more positivity and more love. Okay? Who's somebody's phone froze? That's okay, Carolina. I haven't gotten to you yet, so it's okay. I had a feeling you might be Geraldine's cousin. She's my best friend, so it's so nice to meet you, Anne. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. Okay. Patience is hard. I know patience is hard. Enjoy it. It doesn't mean you're going to just sit there and go, waiting, I'm waiting still, Erica. It means Oh, thank goodness I've got this quiet time to have peace. Oh, thank goodness I've still got all my loved ones around me. Thank goodness I can just be still right now. Thank goodness. Let's not call it patience. Let's just call it stillness. Just a time of being still. Change our verbiage. That helps a lot. Judy. I think you might be next, Judy. Or we had also, who else? Carolina popped in. So let's get Carolina and then we'll pull Judy, okay? Carolina, your turn. Let's see what we got. So we're clearing these cards for Carolina. That's a good energy coming in. Come on in, Kuan. Wow. It's beautiful. This one. Hold on. Nope, this one. Okay. Nice to meet you too, Anne. Okay. Okay. Carolina, for you. Reveal the peacock beauty. Imagine the peacock. You know, there's a funny thing about a peacock. I don't know how many times you guys have spent time around a peacock, but when they pull all they're a beautiful bird. They're gorgeous. They got that, like usually it's all that beautiful blue, purpley all over their head. And they're very beautiful just like they are. And you can look at that bird and go, wow, you're very pretty. And you're kind of clumsy with that big old tail. And then they open up that big old, all their tail feathers come out and you're like, oh my gosh. And they do this beautiful dance, you know, and they show that all of those beautiful colors. And there's just amazing to look at them. That's what you are, Carolina. You have always been a beautiful soul. You've always been this graceful presence on the planet. And so Kuan Yin wants to remind you of how amazing and how beautiful you've always been, and what that you haven't even begun to unfold those tail feathers yet. You're still in that space of absolute amazing energy and doing beautiful work, and you're just coming into it, and those tail feathers are just filling in, and you're getting ready to just really shine. So you're right on the verge of just absolutely taking off. That's how I'm reading that card. I'm going to see what the author has for you too, but I just feel like you're on the verge of suddenly just showing the world. That's the thing, is that you've always been like this, but you haven't really shown the world who you are yet. So what Kuan Yin is giving to you is that it is time to really let those tail feathers pop right out there and shine to the rest of the world. Don't hide yourself anymore. The beauty of the peacock is breathtaking and stunning, lush color unfolding and graceful and proud display. You too are a great beauty, beloved. Within you resides a glorious divine being of beautiful light with an ability to create as your divine birthright. The peacock beauty speaks to you of your creative energies rising to sublime, inspired new levels as you are accessing the power of your throat chakra for higher creation. Yep. That's why I was feeling all that energy right here. I love that throat chakra, because you're finding your voice. That's what she's trying to tell you. Your intentions, decisions, and particularly your words are becoming more powerful. Enjoy the wise use of this growing creative potency to express the beauty within you, asking for the divine blessing in all your plans, projects, and words. There's no way that I chose that card. That definitely came from Kuan Yin for you. It's absolutely the perfect message for you, Carolina. So there's really not much else I can say about it. You are finding your voice. You're really coming out to shine. So well done. Well done. Who is next? Isabel. Sophia Jane. You may have a reading. And we have Carol. So Sophia comes up next, I believe, and then Carol. And if I've missed any... Oh, we have a Judy, sorry. I didn't do Judy yet. So we got a Judy is next. And then, yes, Carolina and then Judy. Okay, see, I almost did miss somebody. Judy Thompson, this is for you. Clearing away that energy of Carolina, which is beautiful energy. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today, Carolina. And we're going to Judy. So calling in Kuan Yin for a message. Which I just heard her very clearly say, of course. Of course, Judy, you get a message. Sisters of the Star Blossoms. This is for you, Judy. It's another gorgeous card. I really feel like this is a reminder to you about the company that you keep, that you have this beautiful presence, that it is important for you, even if you have to be alone, to be careful to allow yourself to be around, looking for that soul family, allowing yourself more freedom, more time with the soul sisters, those people that you feel as if you can just let down your guard and be completely who you are. It's all about, this is a time for all of us of really becoming our more authentic selves. And so being careful. Um, Sometimes when we get in certain groups of people, if they're talking down about things, or if they're gossiping or anything like that, it can be really easy to fall into that energy. And the energy actually pulls your vibration down. And you don't even have to join in. If you're spending a lot of time in that space with people who are really like in a negative space, it pulls your vibration down. You need to remember that when you go out into the world, you're going to call on Archangel Michael. You're going to ask for a bubble of protection. You're going to ask that your divine essence, your divine light shines brightly without being affected by the energies that are around you. So be careful of the company that you keep. Sometimes we can't help it, our family, the people that we work with. So as you're around them, make sure that you're asking for protection, and don't and be careful not to join into that negativity, because it will pull your energy back down into that dark space, and then you'll feel crummy. You just won't feel that divine spark within you, because you're actually, and I do it. So that's why I'm telling you, I know what it's like to fall into that energy of the negativity when we're around people that tend to live in that space. And there's a lot of them. Let's face it, there's a lot of them on the planet. They don't mean it. They're baby souls. They just don't know any better. They can't seem to get themselves out of that gutter. So you have two choices. You either go down the gutter with them and you feel really crummy. You can rise above the gutter and just not spend much time with it. Or you can say, hey guys, how about if we talk about this? And you can redirect them. Just like little children, sometimes we have to redirect those baby souls into a better way of focusing on the world. Okay, so it says, Sisters of the Star Blossoms, it is good to remember that whilst we each take our own unique journey back into the divine bliss and truth, we have plenty of friends that love us unconditionally and wish to help us find the way home with the least suffering and the greatest joy. When we allow ourselves to be helped, we help others too. It is a spiral of support and love that is wishing to connect more so with you now. So you do have that divine essence around you. You have those friends that you can trust, that you can go to, that are going to help you to remember to see the light, to help you to grow. I can tell you right now, when you find those soul sisters, those soul brothers, whoever they are that are in your world, and they allow you to just talk about whatever it is, this crazy stuff that's going through you, they allow you to just be your divine self. It's like magic. It feels so good. It feels so good. So seeking that out is really important to your soul. Okay? And that is for Judy. And next, Sophia Jane. I have a daughter with the middle name Jane. She doesn't claim it anymore. She's changed her whole name. Let's see what we got for you, Sophia. I'm going to clear away that energy for Judy. I'm working into Sophia, asking Kuan Yin to come in for you. I love that feel when she comes back in. She's like, yes, I will. Kuan Yin has such an amazing energy. Feeling a little playful all of a sudden. I don't know you, Sophia, but there's a very playful energy about you. Okay. Guess what? This is going to be another one of those cards that we're going to see a lot of. So I shuffled and shuffled, and I still got Sisters of the Star Blossoms. And Sisters of the Star Blossoms is the same thing for you as it is for anyone else. Allowing yourself. Now, I know that you know. Okay, message coming through. Message now loading. ... You know that there are those souls within your circle that you can be safe with. And is there the need for you to feel more safe? Is there the need for you now to feel more connected? It's kind of a global thing with us light workers right now, that need to draw together, the need to be more careful. Use that discernment the tool of discernment, and be careful that there may be people in your midst that are not necessarily there for your greatest good, that may be trying to pull you away from your true purpose here in the world. So just be more discerning where you spend your time, who you spend your time with, and look for those soul family members that will help you and bring you into that edification, that more light, loving atmosphere. So it's easy for us to feel drawn into that darkness. It's easy for us to feel as if, I know for me, I've been through lifetimes in more darkness than I am in this lifetime, and yet sometimes I can still feel pulled into stuff that is not necessarily all love and light. And so it is just very, very important for you now to be careful, be discerning about who you have in your circle. Okay? You have a very playful energy. You have a beautiful energy. So Kuan Yin is right there. I almost see her playing catch with you right now with a big ball. Allow yourself to feel your way through this. It's not an intellectual thing. You cannot think your way into the right friendships, into the right connections. Soul family is all about feeling. What feels right? Who feels right? How do they feel? Pay attention. If you feel uncomfortable around certain people, there's a reason for that. If you get anxiety in certain situations, there's a reason. You need to be led by your discerning nature, which tells you, through that big heart, tells you which direction that you need to go and who you need to spend your time with. And as you learn more about your soul family, you're going to feel that essence, that beauty, that sense of home. Okay? So I hope that helps you. Carol. That was Sophia. And then Carol Cascade West, you are next. We're going to start to cut off. I got to start to say, okay, stop. We'll be here all day. But Carol, you are definitely in on time. Have a great day, Isabel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you guys have gotten your card and you want to take off, that's okay. I'm going to cut down and start to come to a close here fairly soon. So this is for Carol. Kuan Yin, we would love to see a card pulled for Carol. Give us some messages. No, this is one. Okay, let's go that way. Okay, so this is for you, Carol. Veil of Shadows. Another beautiful card, and one that's very different. We don't see this one very often. That Veil of Shadows. And I feel as if Kuan Yin is trying to give you a message there, okay? A message of allowing yourself. Now, there's two different ways that this card could go. It could be that you're trying to hide yourself from the world. It could also be that there is some darkness in your world. And I'm feeling like there is some darkness in your world that you're going to want to bring into the light. You know, whatever it is, it's not hiding it necessarily. So often we think that we're not good enough. We think that we've got things inside of us that nobody would want to see. And so instead of reaching out and finding that soul family, or when someone comes to us and says, hey, I want to, you know, can we talk? Or I'd love to, they reach out in friendship. We can go, not feeling good enough right now. I'm going to hide from you. I'm not going to quite show myself. If I let people see that part of me, then they might not like me. They might not want to spend time with me. So it's lifting that veil of shadows and allowing you, we all have shadow work to do. All of us have things in us, whether from this lifetime or past lives, that we all have things that we're working on. Our souls are working on learning. And sometimes those things may not seem all that pleasant. And we may want to hide them from the rest of the world. But please know that we all have it. None of us is perfect. And that it's okay. You are perfectly okay exactly where you are, what you're doing. And allow yourself to come out and shine. We want to see the most... What happens is when we hide ourselves, we don't even let people see the beautiful parts of ourselves. We think that we're going to get ourselves to the place where we'll be good enough for people to want to spend time with us. And in the process of hiding ourselves, they're actually missing out on everything that we're here to teach them. We don't really need perfection from each other. We need to be able to see each other's weaknesses, because then we can help to lift one another up. We can help to we feel more comfortable. You know, if we come at people and we're completely perfect, people are like, I don't want anything to do with that person because I could never be that good. And yet we come out and we're just real. We just be real. Then people go, okay, they're right where I am, or they have been right where I've been, and they get me. Okay? So just let yourself feel that sometimes. Let me read this from the author. A lotus blossoms with deep, rich mud into which she plunges her roots and draws great nourishment. It's beautiful. From this mud, made of water and earth, growth happens and great beauty is revealed. Your soul lotus thrives through the depth of emotion and aliveness in your body into which she can plant herself and unfold as a lotus of light. So your soul lotus is blossoming just like a plant that outgrows the pot in which it has been planted and requires more soil to spread its roots and continue growing. Your soul lotus needs some more mud, some more water, earth energy so that it can grow and shine. So with her too, it's the same idea. It's allowing yourself to have that love and light, allowing yourself, you are good enough, you deserve, you are deserving. Spend more time on the earth. Put your bare feet on the earth. Sit down on a rock. Go sit on the beach, making a sandcastle if you're close by. Do things that allow you to feel the earth under your feet, to feel more rooted, more grounded, so that you're physical above the ground. This part, you don't even see your roots underneath the ground. And the above needs the nourishment that the roots are experiencing. So put those roots in the earth. Let them feel that growth, that beautiful earth energy, so that you can grow into this beautiful being that you are. And go ahead and shine just as you are, please. Beautiful lotus flower. Don't be afraid to shine. Okay. Let's see who we got next. Yeah, we got, I think, Julie Kiss, we didn't get you a card yet. You didn't miss the cards. Okay, Julie Kiss, I think, Carol, you're so welcome. I hope that feeds your soul. Carolina, I think I've got everyone besides Julie Kiss, so we're going to end this at Julie Kiss. If somebody can please post for me. Here, let's do this. I'm going to put end of readings for today. So right now at the end of the last one that I've got, and if I missed anybody, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go right to Julie Kiss. I'm so glad you came in, Julie. We're going to get you a card. So we're going to clear these cards. It's all about Kuan Yin today. So we're going to see what Kuan Yin has for you today. Julie. I did Judy already. Julie, please. Oh, Kuan Yin loves to read for you. Yes, you made it. You made it. And my heart is lighting up for this card for you. Julie, I don't know if you were in the playground today. I know typically you're there, but I don't think you made it. So I would suggest that you go back and watch that because it's got a lot of messages in it. And this is the card that we pulled for the group. And it's like the third time it's popped up in this too. And it's all about the bamboo moon. And the bamboo moon is the reminder that it takes time for things to happen sometimes, that even though we can be sitting there thinking that we're in a holding pattern and things aren't moving ahead, that they are moving. They're all falling into place perfectly for our own edification, for whatever it is that we've come here for our own growth. And so Kuan Yin is going to bring us a message for you because I really feel like there's something stronger coming through. It's like you are planting seeds now for the future. I really feel that about you. Like you're putting pieces into place, and you are physically putting pieces into place as you're building something really, really amazing. So it is more of a pat on the back for you that you are more into the growth. So bamboo takes 5 years. It sits there. It's trying to get its feet. It's trying to get its roots all planted. It takes time for it to feel really well grounded. Bamboo will not grow until it's well grounded. So you've been working on this for a while and you're feeling more and more grounded. And as you're feeling more grounded, you're beginning to see that growth pattern. You are in the next step of this. So if you just allow it, don't try to force it. Allow yourself to continue to feel well grounded. Be in that space of, I've got my roots in the earth. Maybe the growth isn't that big right now and it's okay. It can take baby steps. It's okay. But you will come to a place where it will suddenly just absolutely take off for you. So have patience. Keep on working on what you've been working on. Keep letting your roots grow and expand. Have that patience. Be in stillness. And the more that you're in stillness and the more that you allow for that quiet voice inside of you to keep on getting stronger and stronger, the faster you're going to see your growth take off. Like wildfire, it's just suddenly going to go and you're just going to take off. So I'm really excited for you that you got that card. It's a great card. All right, you guys, I'm going to close it down. I think that's a lot of good readings. I hope that you guys enjoyed these today. I'll try to get back in and do them again more often. I've been kind of stepping back. It's time for me to get back to work. That's what I've been getting. My growth. That card is also the one that I received this morning, Julie, if that helps you at all. I received that card because it's my turn to be still and know that I'm coming to a place. I think that's the most important. We can get stuck in the, oh, I'm in a holding pattern, or we can get the idea that, yes, I've been in a holding pattern and it's almost time for us. When everything falls into place because of our patience, because of our non-resistance, then we just take off. So for all of us have received that card. Working on taxes, I bet that's no fun. So just go ahead and know that you're doing perfectly. Okay, you're moving right along, and you're growing and expanding just as you should. You guys take really good care of yourselves today. I love you so much. I hope that I managed to get everybody's cards in there. I think I did. So if I didn't, you'll let me know, and I'll catch up to you. Otherwise, thank you for allowing me to read for you today. Thank you to Kuan Yin and to Archangel Michael for protecting us, and Kuan Yin for bringing forth the beautiful messages today. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll talk to you again soon. Love you. Bye for now.